Welcome to What's Up Media, episode 8 now of the World Cup specials. This is the final 6 games of the second group games. So let's get started. Norway beating Senegal 3-2. It's that man again. Haaland's got 2. So like your Messi, like your Mbappe, the talisman is getting goals. Again, feed him. You know he's going to score goals. So very good turnout from Norway. That means they are through. They have 6 points now, so they are through. Just a really good performance. Obviously, allowing Senegal to have the ball more than them. They had more shots, Senegal, but on target, Norway were clinical, and that's the main thing with this one. We're seeing is we're having teams with loads of shots, but they're not on target. And if they're not on target, the chance of you scoring goals is less, obviously. So Norway are a prime example of if a team wants to win a game, make sure your shots are on target at least. And if you've got strikers like Haaland that can just nip in, get a goal, then it's easy for him. So that's Norway through. Senegal again are playing some really good football themselves, but obviously failed to win here. But even with an XG of 1.71, that's fairly decent. To say you lost a game and scored 2 goals. Obviously defensively is where they lack, but on the whole, a really good game. Norway through, as mentioned. On to Jordan, Algeria now. Jordan haven't managed to find any type of groove at all. They've obviously had a few shots on target, but with an XG of 0.64, likely you're going to score more than 1 goal even is less. Algeria, off the back of their first game defeat, managed to grab all 3 points here, so that puts them in good stead for the third group game. So we could still see them go through. But again, plenty more shots, quite a good number on target, and they dominated the ball with 72%, which is obviously really good. So again, more African teams doing really well in these competitions. So 3 points for Algeria. Portugal now, and Ronaldo is now off the mark. Scored 2 goals in this game. Him and his teammates played really well. This is like nothing compared to what their first game was like. That was very much not like Portugal. They dominated possession, the shots. They had plenty on target, and the score from 5 of them was really good. The subs they made a big impact as well off the bench. They just have a really good squad. I still have them down as my probably favourites to win it. I think they will win it, but I'm sure people in the comments will say I'm wrong. But that's where I see it. It lines up perfectly with where the next World Cup is going to be. I think they're going to host and be champions. But again, in the comments, tell me who you think is going to win it. But my money is on Portugal. Now this England frustrate me. This is England. That first game against Croatia was something we don't see often. But again, we are back to this. Teams sitting deep, not allowing England to get behind. This is the blueprint. So if Panama are watching this, if you want a point against England, just do what Ghana did. We aren't going to shoot from deep. We aren't going to make runs behind. Everything's going to go for the middle. And obviously Kane had that woeful miss, which could have given England all 3 points and opened up Ghana, but failed to capitalise on that. Absolute sitter. It happens to the best of them. Did anyone see the fact that Ghana had some kind of witch doctor and curse Kane and stuff like that. It was quite funny to see. But uh, our sources have told us that Kane has now been released of that curse, and he will hopefully score against Panama, and hopefully early enough that we can make a game of it and not just sit back. Just going back to England, if I say I had a change of clothing, take a little break, getting interrupted on this YouTube channel. But back to England, we have another should be easy game coming up on Saturday, where we should be beating Panama, but we thought that about against Ghana. I'm sure Panama will see what Ghana have done and kind of set up the same. Obviously, slightly weaker quality players, so hopefully England can break that back line, score early enough, and give us a proper game. So, talking of Panama, they had a narrow defeat to Croatia, who beat them 1-0. It was a fairly even game, which would have surprised Croatia. Panama had their chances, but only one on target, only 3 on target the whole game. Very similar to the England-Ghana game. So this group has been pretty poor for games, but hopefully come Saturday, England will have topped the group, and Ghana and Croatia can fight out between themselves. We need to win to get the path I think we're gonna be on. But one of the lowest fans for this game was 43,000. I'm sure Panama haven't got loads of fans, and the Croatia team is an aging squad, and as a small nation themselves, probably explains why there's only 43,000. But and again, it's still a good average turnout anyway. But England's group L has been certainly under par when it comes to performance, but that doesn't mean they can't go on and win it. So come on, England, just do it. Don't make it difficult. And then on to our final game of the second round of games. It's Colombia DR Congo. This was dominated by Colombia, but not from a goal point. Obviously, they won 1-0. Really good result for them, which I think takes them through. But Congo have played well throughout both games so far. But Daniel Munoz, he's from his position of right wing back, he's been awesome. Colombia would have been happy to kind of stick with the one they had, and that's exactly what happened. Still had a fair amount of shots, still 11 off target, but Congo only had the one on target, so it's very, very difficult to score if you're not having shots on goal. But there we have it. We have all the second games of each group have now been played. We'll go and discuss the groups. We'll show you the groups and the scenarios of what can happen for each group and who might go through, etc. And then we'll get back on it with 6 more games of the third round. So again, enjoy the World Cup. It'll be gone before we know it, and we'll catch you in the next one.